I did say I'd revisit the point where Pep Guardiola talks about Erling Haaland and Kevin De Bruyne wanting to not continue in this game. And Stevie, you're already shaking your head about this.
Well, I wish he'd told us. And even if it's not true, if I'm Guardiola, I'm going to say the two of them were feeling something. Just to get rid of everything. Because I have never in the history of history heard of the star player in a quarter final of a Champions League wanting to come off. And he's your centre forward. He's your goal scorer. He's the guy you want to get the ball to. And he doesn't want to play. Never heard of it in my life. And if he's not injured, what is going on in this guy's head?
It's got to be that he's tired, that he's asked that,
I'm tired. Listen, I get it. Kevin De Bruyne is a different ballgame. But Haaland, because he's tired. Be quiet. If I went up to someone, my old coach, and said I'm tired, they would have punched me straight in the face.
What if you're feeling a little something?
Well, that's what I'm saying. If Guardiola had any sense, he would have come out and said he's feeling something, and then that takes everyone away. Because I'm telling you, in the history of the game, I've never heard or seen a star player in such a big game wanting to come off.
Gab?
No, he's giving you from a coach's perspective and a player's perspective. I'll give you one from a media perspective. Pep can get away with doing it because he's Pep and he's achieved all that he's achieved at this club. But from a comms perspective, from a snuffing out controversy perspective, this is almost like the worst possible thing you could say. If Erik ten Hag took off Bruno Fernandes and Rasmus Højlund and said, oh, well, they asked me to come off, and doesn't then say, I could tell they were tired or they were carrying an injury or whatever else, and then United go on to lose, people go and tear him a new one. And then I think that's a difference here. Maybe he was just being honest. Maybe, who knows? But it's a bizarre thing. It's a bizarre thing to say. Like I said, Pep's okay because nobody's going to doubt him, and rightly so, because he's kind of earned that trust. Anybody else, it's a very, very dicey thing to say when you start saying, well, the player wanted to come off in a Champions League, late in the Champions League quarterfinal, and you don't mention that the player was injured or tired or felt something or whatever.
Nathan, what are your thoughts on it?
Yeah, to be honest, for the way that the story has come out and the quotes and stuff like that, you're almost picturing, like, say, Kanji, Haaland, De Bruyne coming over to the sideline saying, excuse me, Gaffer, could I please come out? I'm a little bit tired. You know, and I don't think that's what it's going to be. I think it's going to be something different within there. Maybe there were physios asking them, how are you feeling? How's this knock? How's this? How's that? And they said they're trying, but maybe the decision was made by the manager to just go for fresher legs, because in that moment, you know, they did need to push. They couldn't afford to let up at all. But I don't think it's as simple as say that quote is. And I think from a comms perspective, I'm with Gab, like, it sounds a bit crazy on those players, but those players themselves are ones who are obsessed with the game of football. So for them to be coming off, you know, I think it has to be something a bit more significant. And I really doubt that these guys who love football the way that they do are coming to the side and saying, please, can I sub out? I've had enough of this absolute worldie of a game with Real Madrid in the Champions League quarter-final.
All right.
Here's the thing, though. The only, as of right now, and Nathan's right, maybe the story unfolds and something else comes out from it, but as of right now, all we have is this quote, they asked me to come out, and which just rubs the wrong way against everything, I believe, a professional footballer normally stands for. Yep. Now, here's the other thing, and while maybe he goes to them and asks, maybe this is how it happened, and they say they have a knock or whatnot, let's keep in mind how many people are on the bench here. How much staff is on the bench. You have staff who are paid to monitor players, and from the time they start slowing down, from the time they start showing any kind of exhaustion, ordinarily before a player himself would admit, I am just gassed. There are staff members who are paid to know that, to identify that. So there isn't that drop in performance. So somewhere, something has gone woefully wrong. As I say, either it's a dereliction of duty by that staff, or as of right now, it's kind of that dereliction of a professional code by two players who, let's be honest, have been there and done it. I have not kind of shirked any kind of responsibility at this kind of level. So it makes it all the more bemusing.
Well, Manchester City have got to dust themselves off because there is a lot more ahead when it comes to this season.